Most foods are made from or with white flour, but white flour is a lot worse than the bad sugar. Hi, my name is Benny Lee. I'm the author of the book called Watch the Mouth. In chapter 9E in my book, I talk about misconception on starchy food and wheat flour. Consumers, food manufacturers, and restaurants use white flour in many different ways. For example, to thicken soup, sauce and gravy, as dough conditioner in baking, to coat meat to make its texture smooth, use as batter for frying fish and chips, Japanese tempura, Kentucky fried chicken, etc. White flour is also the main ingredient in making bread, pizza, English muffin, pancake, tortillas, or flatbread, pasta, croissant, muffin, donut, pierogi, or dumpling, or gyoza, Chinese bun, chapati, or naan, or roti, baguette, noodle, pastry, cookie, cake, waffle, breakfast cereal, etc. In short, white flour is in almost every food we eat in large quantity on a daily basis. In this video, I would like to share with you why white flour is a lot worse than white sugar. Both refined white sugar, aka cane sugar, and refined white flour are similarly so processed. Both are stripped of nutrients, fibers, and minerals, but the main difference is that the flour manufacturers add harmful synthetic chemicals but disguised as enriched or fortified with vitamins or minerals to mislead consumers. Moreover, the wheat flour is also added with bleach to make it white, plus nasty preservatives. That is why white flour is a lot worse than white sugar. Click in the top right corner for my video about sugars. Now let's take a look at the ingredient list of this all-purpose flour, aka enriched or fortified white wheat flour. Wheat flour, niacin, iron, thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, benzoyl peroxide, ascorbic acid, and amylase. But most of us can only understand one ingredient, i.e. the wheat flour. The rest are just chemicals, additives, and preservatives that are harmful to our body. That is why you can keep the wheat flour for 5 or 10 years or more past its expiry date. Then still can be used to make foods like bread, tortilla, bagel, etc. I have done such experiment. You can try it too by keeping the wheat flour for years and then take it out to make foods. You'll find that the wheat flour is well preserved. In a nutshell, white wheat flour is in many of our foods. It's so refined and processed. Flour comes from milling the wheat grain. After the wheat grain has been refined and processed, it is stripped of germ, bran, fiber, nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. But worse, it is added with many nasty chemicals, including preservatives and the bleaching agent called benzoyl peroxide that is known to cause cancer, to make the wheat flour into white powder. So don't be misled with the fancy term enriched or fortified wheat flour. It is just a marketing gimmick to disguise from the added nasty synthetic chemicals. In short, the white wheat flour is the bad refined carbohydrate, pure starch and gluten with nasty chemicals and preservatives. Our body cannot metabolize them properly. It is like glue. They turn into blood glucose and fat. They cause obesity, type 2 diabetes or insulin resistant, heart disease and cancer, etc. Remember, the chemicals and preservatives in food is to kill the bacteria in food. At the same time, they also destroy the nutrients in food, but also damage many of our good cells and internal organs. That lead us to getting many diseases. Conclusion: foods made from white wheat flour is junk food. The refined white flour is a lot worse than the bad refined sugars. So what shall we eat then? If you really want to be healthy, want to heal from diseases or prevent from getting diseases, you can and should mill your own wheat grain to make the flour to make your daily foods. Or you can eat rice, despite we have been told not to eat rice because they are starchy, but this is rather misguided. At least rice is way less processed, as we just boil the rice grain that turn into rice, which is different from eating Chinese bun or Vietnamese pho, which are made from the refined processed rice flour. But the best way to be healthy is to stay away from the refined processed foods or foods made with or from the white wheat flour or corn flour or rice flour, etc. Where such foods have even more damaging ingredients added to the flours, i.e. the bad sugars, additives like canola oil, artificial flavors disguised as natural flavors, more chemicals and preservatives. So you can see the bad ingredients just get compounded to exacerbate our health. So what are your thoughts? We would like to hear what you think. Please leave us a comment. Please follow and subscribe to our channel for more life-saving and life-changing inspirations. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. If you wish to read the book Watch the Mouth, the link is in the description.